Hello everyone, welcome to this amazing YouTube channel Programming with DP Wala. So today we are discussing the Lead Code daily challenge. The problem is Freedom Trail, and here you can see that the tag for this problem is hard one. And let's discuss this problem with the approach behind it. So in this problem, what we are given a string ring and the string key. What we need to do, we need to spell all the keywords character, means all the character that are present in the key in this string ring. And what we need to return here is that we need to return the minimum number of steps to spell all the characters in that keyword string. So uh, so here they have mentioned what we need to do, so I will be explain it in a shorter, or we can say in the brief. So here what we are given is that we are given a string ring, and we are given a key as well. We need to spell every character of this key from this string ring, and we need to do this in minimum operation. So here what we need to do is that here you can see that this G God, here you can see that Godding is the ring. So at the start our G is at 12 noon, means here what we need to do whenever we need to spell any character from that keyword, we need to put that, or we can say we need to move that particular character at this position only to spell it, as they have mentioned here. You can read it. So here you can see that here for Godding, and we are given a key as GD. So first character that we need to spell is G, and you can see that already G is at noon. So just we need to spell it, and for spelling we require a one operation. So we for spelling G, the total operations required is one, and the next character is D. So here we are having a two choices whether to check in anti-clockwise direction or in clockwise direction. So when we move this D in anti-clockwise direction, the number of operations required to put that D at the 12 noon position is 2. Here you can see that when we move D to this noon, so we require two operations from D to O and from O to G, right? And for spelling it, one more operation. The total number of operation for spelling and moving D to 12 noon is 3. So as our GD is covered, for G we required one operation, and for D we required three operations. The total answer is 1 plus 3, that is 4. So hope you understand what they are trying to say. So I will try to explain it with the help of the example and how to approach this problem. So first of all, you can see that here in this problem, we are given that we need to do this in minimum number of steps. So in my previous videos as well, I have given a hint that whenever we see this minimum kind of thing, only three things should come to our mind. One is greedy, one is DP, and one is binary search. After that, what you need to do? You need to see the constraints. So now I will see constraints. So your constraints are 100 only. So by this, you can see that whenever the constraints are really very low in 10 to power 2 type of thing, then 2 to power n operations can be a good thing. Means we can need to search for the different permutations, right? So there, when permutations comes, we think in terms of DP, and here constraints are also satisfying that. So here the first thing that you need to do here is that think in terms of DP, and this problem is related to DP only. So what I have done, I have seen this minimum thing, and I have understand the constraints and come up with the approach that can be possible. The one is DP. So let's understand this with the help of an example. See here, let's say we are given a ring R which consists of characters P, Q, R, S, and T, and we are given a key which consists of the characters P, R, and T. So what we need to do, we need to spell all the characters of this key, right? So start with the first one, P. As you can see that P is already at the 12 noon position, right? So as I have mentioned that we need to put all the characters at the 12 noon position. Here they have mentioned that this is the 12 noon position. Just think in term, just replace that ring with the help with the clock that we are having, right? We are in clock we are having 12 1 2 3, right? Timings similar to that only we need to consider that ring. So p is at the 12 noon only, so just we need to spell it. So just for spelling that character we required one operation, so we will add one. Similarly this is over. Now we will be move at r. Our ring is same only, r. We have two choices whether to move in anti-clockwise direction or whether to move in clockwise direction. So you can see that when we move in anti-clockwise direction from R to Q, from Q to P, we require two operations, right? If we move from clockwise direction R to S, S to T, T to P, we require three operations. So which is feasible? Here anti-clockwise is feasible. And so we will move the character R in anti-clockwise direction to move it to 12 noon position. So operations required is 2 for moving it to 12 noon position and one more operation for spelling it. You can read the question carefully. They have mentioned this all this thing what I am mentioning. So R is also covered. Now our string becomes R S T P and Q. After doing this in anti-clockwise direction. Now the character at 12 noon position is R. So with respect to it, now we need to check. Now we are at T. We need to move T to 12 noon position. T is here. To move it to 12 noon position, we required in anti-clockwise direction we required two operations. In clockwise direction, similarly we require three operations, which is minimum anti-clockwise one. So we will choose that two only operation with the minimum one. So two for moving it to 12 noon position, one for spelling it. So total number of operation required to do this is 1 plus 3 plus 3, that is 7. So for this our answer is 7. So here is the catch. Now you are thinking that you got the question carefully. You need to do this with the help of a dynamic programming thing. So you can see that here are two changing parameters are there. One is we need to traverse in this ring and in this key part. So I variable will be required for traversing this ring. Variable will be required for traversing this keyword. Correct. So every time we need to choose the minimum one. So we need for every string character, we need to traverse it. We need to check for the direction which will give us the minimum number of steps. Let's say you are at this position 0, 1 and 2. If you need to move 2 to 1, 0th position. So number of what you can do? Simply subtract 2 from 0, right? This many operations are required. Correct. Similarly, if you do this in clockwise direction, so you need to uh, use this length of string, that is 5. 5 minus this absolute difference of this index. Correct. Means this many operations are required, that is 3. You can see that 3 operations are required. So this thing you need to use for every character. You need to calculate the distance in anti-clockwise, in clockwise. Which one is feasible? You need to move in that direction and store that minimum steps in our answer. And at last we will be using a dp table to uh, optimize the thing which is known as memoization. Let's see the code behind it. You will definitely understand it in proper manner. So here you can see that what I have done here. I have created a dp table which is uh, ring size plus 1 and key size plus 1. As you can see that ring and key size is 100 only. So it will be at max 101 cross 101 matrix. And then we call a recursive dp function. This 0 with the starting point of this ring I means the I thing that I have mentioned. Similarly j will start from the 0 index only, so we passed I and j, which will traverse ring string, and this will traverse key string. Then ring and key will be passing and dp will be passing. So here, which is the base condition? So before writing any recursive solution, we should take care of a recursive solution, base condition. So the base condition is that whenever we traverse, or we can see we are at the end of the key string, means we spelled all the characters, simply return 0. If we already had traversed the character, means any particular character, don't need to the same thing again. Simply return a DP table from. This is the optimization then. This is known as memoization technique we use in DP. Hope you are familiar with these things. Now, as we need to calculate the minimum steps, so I've created a minimum steps variable currently which will be storing a very maximum value. As we are storing it, we need to calculate the minimum thing. Then this will be storing a ring size, and for every ring, every string in ring, we'll be checking that our key value, as j is pointing to running in the key string only, so we'll be checking that whether our ring value is equal to key value, current key value. If it is equal, means what we need to do, we need to check for the anti-clockwise direction and clockwise direction to move that particular character to 12 node. So here I have done the same thing. ABS of I minus k will be calculating in anti-clockwise direction, and this ring size minus ABS of I minus k will be calculating in clockwise direction. Here you can see I have explained this thing only. Means in clockwise direction, in this basic mathematical calculation, you can calculate the minimum operation, whether it is anti-clockwise or clockwise. Whichever is minimum, we will simply storing it in our current distance, and we will be now calling for the next character as we traverse the current character. And in minimum steps, we'll be storing the minimum steps that is required to spell all the character. And at last, we'll be storing it in a DP table. So this is a very simple thing that I have done, and you can see that in just one variable, just one mathematical formula, we have calculated it for uh, anti-clockwise and clockwise direction. Many people were thinking in terms of that only, how to calculate just in one operation that what is the minimum steps required to do travel from anti-clockwise or clockwise direction, because we require a minimum thing. Hope this is my implementation, and successfully I have submitted. You can see that my submission is accepted for this solution, and this is the pure recursive DP. We call it as a top-down DP and memoization technique. So in this manner, I have solved this problem. Hope you got the approach behind it. This problem is not very difficult. Just you required a basic understanding of how to apply DP and how to consider for both the cases. As here minimum is there, and as we have two choices whether to move in anti-clockwise, clockwise, this is the biggest hint to go in terms, go in a DP way. Uh, and constraints are the biggest hint to prove that this is a DP solution. As in start, I have done this. So whenever you see any problem, please try to understand the constraints and the terminologies in that particular problem. Because analyzing a pattern in the problem is really necessary to solve a newer problem that you have not solved before. Because as this is an unknown problem to me as well, but as I have solved DP problems earlier, so I quickly able to come up with the DP approach. And recursion is a very important, I can say. And even I like to solve a DP problem with tabulation, with memoization, and we can say a top-down DP only. Tabulation is, we can say, afterward step after DP, top-down DP. But if you are starting with DP, then you must be good at recursion. So hope you got the approach behind it, and please try it by your own and then try to write the code by yourself. Thank you. Happy coding.